The origins of jewelry are lost in prehistory, but with a little imagination, we can conjure up that day when one of our ancestors picked up a brightly colored stone or shell and was so struck by its beauty that the next thought was to devise a way to hang it on the body, keep it close, and display it for others. In our culture, jewelry has become associated with the intrinsic value of precious metals and gemstones. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But it risks losing sight of another one of jewelry's great powers, its ability to ennoble and enrich the everyday objects around us. My name's Tim McCreight. In the course of this tape, I'd like to address two distinct but related aspects of jewelry making: cold connections and the power of found objects. In other words, let's talk about how to join things and why we want to know how to do it. First, we should start with some definitions. Cold connections refers to a vast family of devices that are used to join elements without heat. There are, broadly speaking, three ways elements can be joined: hot connections, like soldering and fusing; chemical connections, adhesives and glues; and mechanical connections. These are the cold ones. Examples of mechanical connections are all around us: screws, bolts, staples, thread, buttons, zippers, all examples of mechanical connections, cases where physical objects grab onto each other to hold units together. Another term I'll be using a lot is found object. It implies that you'll need to go out on the street, bend down, and pick something up off the gutter to qualify as a found object. Well, that would qualify, but it's a rather limiting term. The artist Marcel Duchamp used the word ready-made, which probably comes closer to the mark. The idea here is that there are elements that we may use in our art that have been formed not by our own hand, sometimes, in fact, by forces of nature. Ready-mades might come from the street, or from Grandma's attic, or from the toy store. How about this? I'll make some examples of jewelry that use cold connection. Along the way, I'll show you how I do it, and it'll give us a chance to talk further about the power of found objects. Something to keep